This is Bam, and this is Nay.
Here we go.
Here you go to this day. One of these days, I don't even know what to say. She look good.
But damn, that's Bay.
Alright, y'all. It's your girl, Bam Bam.
And I'm Nay.
And together we make Damn That's Bay. We got our favorite people, our special guests right here. Yanni.
And Isis.
From Yanni and Isis World. To this day, make sure y'all follow them.
Oh, no, it's just Yanni and Isis now.
How you changed it?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I put Yanni and Isis World in the list.
It's cool. It's just Yanni and
Isis.
Isis. Cool.
So either way. So today, I'm gonna let you talk.
We gonna be talking about our coming out story.
Ooh.
Yeah, get into it.
Because we know a lot of y'all been asking about both of ours, even though mine is posted on Kicking It with Bam. But I'm gonna update mine because I got some clip of my family actually saying how they feel. She's about to do hers, and we have clips of her father saying how he feels. So he don't know we was recording. No, I was recording.
Alright, so I really don't even know where to start at though, honestly.
So when did you know you was gay?
Alright, so yeah. I feel like I always like looked at females, like always, but I always was like, nah, whatever, like, you know, like that ain't what it is or whatever. So
Keep going.
Sage is here.
Say hi. He was doing too much in the background. Continue.
I talked to a couple guys before, and anyways, I don't know, it was like I didn't know for real till my 9th grade year in high school, pretty much. Like I never had like no action like with it or whatever. But yeah, I was over my granny house one year, and
let me in my eyes. I wasn't
shit
there.
just was like cause you was looking at me, you know.
I was trying to get chill out.
No, but yeah, but you know how you have a feeling when you got company, like you know you have a feeling like, oh damn, something about to happen or whatever.
It's about to go down.
Yeah, it wasn't like about to go down like that. It was just like, damn, something gonna happen, but I don't know, I'm not gonna stop it, whatever. So yeah, I basically had my first kiss or whatever, and it was just like, oh, like I don't know, it was whatever.
How did you feel? Did the razzles get tingly? Did they get tingly? It did.
For me, no, I think I was like more nervous. He want to see them.
He stink. That's why I wasn't trying to let him over.
Okay.
Hi, stink.
Oh, he wanted to see her.
Then, yeah, I was talking to that. I still wasn't out there. My dad is like homophobic, sorta, in the way. Yeah, he is homophobic. So I kind of like really kept it to myself. I feel like my mama already knew since she said that.
Mom's always known.
She said she knew.
Always know something up.
She said she knew when I was in elementary because it was never no skirts, no dresses, none of that. Like I don't want no girl pants, nothing. Like I always was like polo and regular uniform pants. Like I ain't want none of that stuff. So
Tell them about how you used to act like the dresses used to itch you.
man, my granny had bought me this real expensive dress, like, and I was in church.
Some days back.
Just like you know, like scratching the whole time in church. So never wore a dress after that. So when I went to prom, my high school year, it threw everybody for a loop. It threw everybody for a loop because I had on the dress when I went to prom.
And she looked good, y'all. We gonna insert this clip. We gonna insert a clip on both of them. It's going down, yeah.
But yeah.
I'm gonna put you down.
Yeah, that's
So
right.
I talked to a couple girls.
You see this?
I talked to a couple girls, and I don't know, and they all just was just like learning lessons. I feel like, but anywho,
Bullshit.
learning lessons. Anywho,
Hey, bullshit bitches. Thank you. It's mine now, huh? It's mine. See? Oh, it's mine. Sorry. Go ahead.
Good evening.
So do you want us to start asking questions now? because you pretty much summed everything up. Oh, you can get into like when you actually did tell your
I was gonna say,
father.
when did you confirm it with your mama? Like she knew.
She
but
knew.
when did you actually like? Yeah.
I don't feel like
I like the razzle,
I never really had it confirmed with her.
Oh,
She knew.
okay.
Like she already knew. So it was like.
So y'all never had that.
So you
talk.
just never had that conversation. It was just.
No, it wasn't like hot. I ain't never asked her
how
how she feel about it or nothing like that because my mama got people on her side of the family that's like that. So I think she more like.
So you just knew she would automatically eject it. Okay.
Yeah. So it wasn't like I don't know. I never just was like, Ma, you know, like girls, I'm gay. You know, but no.
Mm.
But my dad, I actually told my daddy this year.
Wow.
Like I told him this year.
Because mind you, she didn't ever bring nobody around. It was no introduction.
What? Boy, if you don't get
Introduction, I guess.
Yeah, because he had, you know, when you in your parents' roof, you supposed to respect them or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I just obeyed his rules. He, you know, because when I went to college, I think my roommate liked me or whatever. I don't know for sure. But she ended up getting mad, and her dad ended up telling my dad that I like females or whatever. And so
That's some fuck shit.
When
So
he
you
had,
When
he had found out, it was like I denied that shit. Like, no, I don't or whatever. But anyway, long story short, he kicked me out the house. I got kicked out. I had to move in with my uncle, and I moved in with him for about
Get into that story.
maybe like 2 years.
The deets, like what happened, like
What you mean?
you have to get wrong with them.
I'm
Like
saying,
it
like-
came to where as though what?
What? Him kicking
He
me
tried
out?
to fucking kill you.
Yeah, he did. He choked me up.
Oh no.
But my mama was like always like, you know, get off of her or whatever.
Defensive
Like that.
for
Yeah,
you.
it's
Right.
not that serious
Okay.
or whatever. But after that happened, I went over to my uncle's.
Come say hi.
Yo.
What's that?
Alright, so yeah, after all that happened, I think I called my mom's mom. I called her, and you know, she was like, well, you go over to your uncle's house. My uncle was pissed the fuck off. Like, he was pissed at my dad for a long time. But anyway, he let me move in, and I stayed with them for like 2 years, and then me and my oldest sister, Ebony, we got an apartment together.
When was the first time you bust something open?
Well
First time using a strap? That's what you
No,
know?
the
your
first
sexual
time you had
experience with
sex
a woman.
with a
Like,
woman.
how did you know? Like, they want to hear the juicy deets. Like,
The confirmation.
yeah, like, this is how you know this shit is mine. That's that splash right there. Like, I ain't never going back to dick.
For real. Okay, hold on. Before you tell that, you had it?
Yeah, she said
I
that.
had sex with a guy.
Oh yeah. You okay? Yeah.
She's like, I don't like it. You gonna tell that part too?
What did? Okay, so let's go to that. What didn't you like about that?
What? What
guys.
didn't I like about guys? What didn't I like about it?
What?
Yeah, what made you
What
like-
made you? What confirmed that guys was not for you?
She has sex
The
with a boy.
penetration. I don't like the penetration at all.
See, that's
And everything about a man is literally rough. Like it's
not
everything,
necessarily.
majority of the time.
Yeah.
They rough. Like they just I don't know. Anywho, yeah, so it's different with a woman.
I mean, clearly you was being disrespected.
I like ass and I like titties, so it's
All right, so get first time with a woman. How was it? I ain't gonna say who was it, but how was it? How did you know that like that was what you wanted to do?
I don't want to say the first time was like the best because it was a learning experience. It was like it was like learning what you can and can't do.
Nah, for me, my first time with a girl was lit as a bitch, and that's how I knew I wasn't ever coming back.
I don't know. All right, so my first time like going down there, it was kind of just like. It's weird because you learn. My first time, you know, like, I had to learn body language language and all the different type of movements and stuff like that, like noise, all that type of stuff. So it's kind of like, okay, okay. And then like, it was like,
did you like the taste?
It was weird. And then I was like, but I liked it. Like, yeah, I'll do it again. Like, it was like, yeah, fuck it. So, yeah, that was my first time, really. I didn't use the strap until, I didn't use the strap till around college. About, how old was I? Like, how old did we graduate? Like 18. Yeah, it was like around that age, like 18.
So, okay, let's back up to your first time with the girl. Did she do you too, or you just there?
No, she gave me in too.
Okay.
But yeah. So like for a minute, I was a touch me not. Like it was like I don't want to be touched. Like I did not want to be touched. And then I really just now started to like. Open up like that. Like open up like
Get your rappers down to get your checkmate your team. I couldn't fuck with no touch. Now you can touch your body.
I was always more of like, I feel like I was more of a giver. Like that's all it was.
That's how I feel. So correct. So with your dad, you told him early this year. Let's get into that because you didn't like elaborate. It was like via text message or something?
I did. I texted him.
Alright.
I texted him because the only reason I texted him was because the first interaction when he got the message from somebody that wasn't from me and he choked me up and shit like that. Didn't want to go through that shit. So it was kind of just like, I sent a long ass text message and my mom basically was just like, I asked her what he was saying because he didn't reply back to the message or whatever. So she basically was like, How she like females? I ain't raised her to be like that. She gonna go to hell. Like just like the
okay.
I mean,
the
just like
typical,
crazy. Yeah. Just like I don't know. He don't agree with it. Like he just don't agree with it. But it was weird when she came. Like I don't know. It made me feel some type of way, but it didn't. I just felt like I wasn't gonna go over there for a minute, so I didn't. But this clown right here. It's
my turn.
Yeah.
So y'all, so what happened was, alright, first, cause she never officially, like she said, she never told her mother that she was into women at all. It was just like an assumption. She assumed that she knew, which she did. So we went over there. It was all of us, X and Y, and we was having drinks and stuff. We was chilling or whatever. Had a couple drinks, and someone was like on my when my ex. This one, when I told your mom, I did have a conversation. I was done it by myself when everybody was leaving. Yeah. So when Spirit started talking to me, I can't not say nothing. It was like they was bugging me, big bugging. So like, I just went up to her, was like, I really do care about your daughter. This was before I was in love with her. Like, I was like, we're together and I really do care about your daughter. She was like, I knew it was you and not the other person she brought, but it was given, okay, I approve. I'm glad my daughter found somebody that's, for her kind of thing. She's still filling me out and like inviting us over and stuff like that. So I told her mom about me. She never said nothing to her father, which is why I love her mama, because she know how to hold water. Mm-hmm. So then it came a point, this wasn't too long ago, like a month ago, kind of, literally, where I was like, I could not like,
hold it in.
I couldn't hold it in. None of that. Like, I was just like, I love your daughter, and I'm not going nowhere. He was like, what? And I was like, I know you, like, and it was like, she was so overwhelmed, like,
I'm drinking, so when she said it,
she was like,
wait, look, no, I'm not ready for that. Stop what you're doing right now.
It was like, I had said something to him, I even had walked away, and I started crying a little bit, like, I don't know where the fuck that came from, because I don't really be showing people my emotions, but like, I asked him for a hug, and he embraced me like a real big ass hug, like a genuine, not the little church hug where they pat you on your back and stuff like that. So like, I was talking to him, and I'm going to insert the clips that I have of me talking to him, and I was pretty much asking him like, I would never like disrespect you, but the way I feel about your daughter, I feel like I can't hide it. I would never be extra with the public display of affection and all that stuff to disrespect you, because I don't even do that in front of my own people.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, I'm grown. So if I decide to do something I wouldn't disrespect y'all pretty much. So like, he was respecting everything. So the big thing that she kept saying was like, I feel like if we was to ever get married, my father wouldn't come. I addressed it. I said, so if we was to ever get married, would you, come and walk her down, or like, make sure that she good? He was like, I wouldn't miss that for the world. And it was just like a sigh of relief. And she just like, cause she had walked upstairs and all that stuff, so she don't even know the conversation that me and him had. So she don't even know what the voice message I had on my phone of us talking. Like, me inserting the clips is gonna be the first time she heard it. So I was like, yeah, I did my due diligence today. Yeah.
I feel like I just went upstairs because it was like more like a uncomfortable. Like, I wasn't expecting it. Like,
she didn't know. I didn't tell her I was gonna say that. I didn't know I was gonna say. I didn't go there.
I really did drop my drink like that when
and she gave me that look like, really, you want to do this today? I was like, I can't hold it.
Like, now's the time.
It is the time, because it wasn't. Her mom wasn't. Her mother was at work. It was just me, her, and her father. Mm-hmm. So like, I felt like this was the perfect time. Like, it was now or never.
So after she addressed that with him and hearing what was said, how do you feel about it now?
He kind of opened up to it. Like, it's not like I feel like he trying to understand it. Like, he not like against it. Like, but I feel like, I think he just doing it because it's me, maybe. Just because it's me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I don't know.
It seemed like, okay, men respect when you come at them. Mm-hmm. Like, just keep it completely 100. And the fact that you just, like, look, this is what it is. This is what it's going to be.
Please don't think I'm just her homegirl staying in her house for months and we just... It
seemed like he respected that.
But he kind of knew, that she was my girlfriend before, because I went over there and I was in the driveway or whatever. And,
I didn't go this time. I usually do go with her.
I was just in the driveway and I was about to back. He was talking to me and he was like, where your little girlfriend at?
My phone dropped to her ass.
Girlfriend.
My mom was just like, huh?
Why they be petty like that? Where your little girlfriend? I don't know where your girlfriend.
So I bag out the driveway and I'm like, I sent her, I think I called her or I texted her
like, you won't believe this. I'm like,
why my daddy just asked where my girlfriend was at? Like, he was like, ha, like, you know how she is. Like, how you feel? How you feel about that?
Right. I'm trying to get the inside, because she don't like express herself. Like, she'll keep it in and I have to guess and go on her head like, you feel this way, you think this way. But I like to know like how she feel, because it looked like she wanted to cry when I talked to her father finally. Like, that's a bury off of anybody's shoulder. Yeah. Like, you want your family to accept you for who you are and who you love. Like, but if they don't, she would have been okay regardless.
Exactly.
Like, my people's fuck with her. So like, and when I tell you, I never invited nobody to meet my parents. I don't do that. So when she met my family, it was all open arms. Where my daughter at? Where daughter-in-law at? Like, it's all my mother.
Because they know what it was.
She didn't teach me how to crack no fucking crabs. She and that bitch. Yeah, daughter, you do this. You crack them like this. You want to make you some sauce? It was like
so
everything was catered. Yeah. I was 9 years old. I didn't want to know how to crack no motherfucking crabs. And she a grown ass woman. Now she got to get taught how to crack. I was jealous, but I was happy because they embraced her, and I was just like, because I don't play about her. I don't care who you are. Like, I told my mom and my peoples already know, like, if I was to ever feel like y'all was disrespecting her, I'm going to come to her defense. Like, don't do that. I won't disrespect you, but if you playing with her, I'm going to play back. Tip for tat. So, like, yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Wait.
So
was it a sense of relief for you, or
it's more like a shock feeling?
But now, do you feel relieved?
I feel relieved, but it's still certain stuff that I feel like I wouldn't do around her.
Oh, that's natural. That's natural. Like, we married, and there's still things we would never.
I would never tongue her down in front of her parents. I wouldn't do that shit in front of my own. But I hug her and like, all that. We don't even probably do that.
But it was like after she told them and stuff, it was still a little weird to be like. It was still weird, like after he found out or whatever, because I don't call her Bam Bam or I just be like babe. So every time I talk, I be like bam. Like it was weird for me. Like, it was so weird. But then I look at her like, bam.
Bam. Bomb.
Just one? Or?
Yeah, just one. Give me one.
But yeah, I see some change in him because I feel like it was like an uptight kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you the real. I see change in him. It's like, first of all, he know I'm a good person. He know I'm not gonna let none have it, so she gonna be good, and I'm gonna make sure she good. So I think he was more so. And then like I had a conversation with him because there's a chance that I can't probably have kids, and I wanted to let him know. In the conversation, I told him too, like, y'all gonna have grandkids. How? That's nobody's business, but yeah. So just know that we thinking about it, and we gonna make that shit shake. I really feel like they want grandkids, so they thinking that she gay. How the fuck two girls is gonna have kids? So we cleared that up because we can actually have our own kids. We know, y'all know, we produce. It's like some sort of sperm in our like spinal cord fluid or something.
I heard about that.
Where y'all two can have your own child. So they talking about like 4,000 plus something years that men is going to be like disappeared. There's just going to be women.
That's interesting.
That's something to look into.
Yeah,
That's very
4,000
interesting.
anything. So see y'all 4,000 years. If y'all see this archive, let us know what's going on.
All right.
But yeah.
So after she talked to him, do you feel like it's still weird between y'all because you haven't actually talked to him about it? Like there's no dialogue between you and him, so you still feel like it's.
I don't feel like it's weird
because
it used to be a lot of anger built up inside of me. Like when he had asked me, like she done seen it before they had the conversation. Like he had asked me something, and it'd be like, she'd be like, stop talking to him like that. It'd be like
agitation.
And I never knew where the hostility came from.
Like now it's kind of like I could call him and we'll be on the phone for like 30 minutes or something, just like talking.
And that wasn't like that before.
And it's like he had talked to me about his wife or whatever, like comparing the two situations or whatever. Like it's getting there.
He had to accept it on his own terms.
Yeah. He said because in one of the clips he was like, I'm learning. He said I don't like feel disrespected or like he said I just never understood. What it was about.
I personally feel like he probably thought he failed as a parent.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
That's every.
I feel like a lot of parents feel that way, especially when they grew up in a background where that's an abomination or you want to hell. Like they feel like you grew up Christian. This is how we grew up. This is wrong from a Christian standpoint. Then I failed you because now my child going to hell. They have to learn to, revert that and love their child for who they
are. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to be your child.
And the longer you give him to warm up to that idea before it actually gets to that point where y'all get married, the easier it'll be and the more time he'll have to, to warm up to.
Y'all might actually become closer because that's kind of like the same background with my mom. She didn't put me out per se, but she was like, go to your dad's. And I ended up at my dad's for like the next couple years.
Yeah. And it's not, and then I heard, see, it wasn't as bad for me because I heard like some people coming out stories, they tell their parents they like females, oh, you can't eat off my silverware. Like, they will have to get plastic.
Wow.
Yeah. Like, I heard people, you'll have to go through that, but it wasn't like that with me.
It could definitely be a whole lot worse.
Mine was a late bloomer. I'm gonna tell y'all mine, but my reaction was like not the same.
But I held that shit in for years, clearly. But I never dressed like when high school was over with. That dressing like a girl shit was done. Yeah. Like that shit was done for me.
Yeah, see the frog, she wasn't with it.
Oh, fuck off. It was like perfect.
But
well, I'm glad y'all overcame that because that's a huge step for parents. Like thinking about what I went through when I came out and the conversations that I have with my parents now. It whether you believe it or not, it's gonna get better. Like your relationship is gonna get so much tighter because now you can open up to him about your life. Like you don't have to hold anything in.
Yeah, especially seeing he's actually trying, like he's having those conversations with you. He in your life. He know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got a good
career.
My dad
I can see it. The difference, whereas like, cause I told her like I had an apartment out in Grand Blanc. I had an apartment out in Grand Blanc. Two or three different apartments out in Grand Blanc. I'm like, do you know he ain't never came and seen me, like never, like he could not tell you what the inside of my apartments ever looked like. But he came, he came here, he checked this out or whatever. He pop up randomly without calling and just like want to talk now. So it's kind of like, I don't know. It's crazy.
It's lit.
Saying like it's getting better. That's
it's all right then.
Yeah, it was a hole that was.
It's like that elephant in the room. Like, okay, we haven't talked about this. We haven't addressed this. I know this is what's going on. Like, it was no dialogue about it. So now that it's out there,
it was a void that was filled on both behalves.
And I feel like he wanted to know.
It is now. Now it's funny though, cause I call, like, me and my mama talk every day. As soon as I get off of work, we call each other. I'm like. I used to say
and they
the
even never talked like that often like that.
I'll be like, I think Daddy really like Babe. Like he do.
First of all, the first time I met him, she told me like he got up from his chair to show me his Corvette. Like
he don't
let me touch it, let me get inside. Like manifest, yes. You see?
I know how he feels about his cars.
Yes. So like, I was like, well, I'm doing something right.
He don't let nobody touch his car.
Sprinkle a little magic dust.
I did. So it's dark.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
But
that's what's up.
Guys, I feel like if y'all having trouble coming out to your parents or somebody, first I believe that you should tell somebody who you trust, whether it's a friend or family member, and go from there. Even like the best thing I can.
That's not even always the best thing either.
What?
I mean, telling somebody that you close with, because when they get mad, they feel like they got something over you.
That's why I said you trust. Like it's been times where people I got mad at, and I still hold their deep dark secrets.
And every situation is different on top of that, but you still can't let those feelings and what you got going on eat you up, and you be by yourself with it.
Yeah.
Because that can cause other underlying issues like mental issues and stuff like that. You gotta live your truth and find somebody to tell it to. Even you might have some bumps along the road. Yeah, this person might hold it against you. This person might not like you for it. But you live and you learn, and you learn who you can trust. And it trust me, it beats holding that shit in. Because holding that shit in and eat you up, you'll isolate yourself from your friends, your family for no reason. Like
just because you feel like nobody will accept you.
Exactly. It was somebody at my job. It was somebody at my job. Her name was I ain't gonna say her name, but anyway, she a Filipino lady or whatever, and she used to always be like she know my dad, how my dad is or whatever, and she was like, do your dad know that you like females or whatever? And I was like, no, like, and she was like, oh babe, you got that's how she was saying it. Oh babe, no, you gotta tell him because you're gonna kill yourself.
For real though, that's what it do.
And she would ask me every month, and honestly, she the reason why I just went on and just
sent the text message.
Yeah.
I feel like fuck these people.
Period.
And I just feel like you gotta be yourself. You gotta be uniquely
living your truth.
And what y'all don't understand is that even if you lose family, you don't know how much other family you're gonna gain in this community because they accept you with open arms. Like it's like I always say it's closed because I don't like the experimental bitches that try to come over here, snag our girls, and then try to go back to the dick, the regular kind. I don't like that. But if you want to come over here and razzle and dazzle, be yourself.
Right.
To the side. So, and our DMs or comments is always open if y'all feel like y'all need somebody to talk to. Always. Like, y'all know when y'all DM, I DM back. I put their Instagrams underneath. So if y'all want to DM them too, same. But we love y'all. Hopefully this helped and let y'all know that y'all not alone. I'm going to insert their prom pictures. And, I was hoping she was hoping up for that.
respect that shit. They're like, what the fuck?
I wish I was a fucking fly on the wall. But y'all kicking it with Bam. It's your girl Bam. I said kicking it with Bam. I'm sorry. It's your girl Bam.
And you're Nan.
And you're rocking with
Damn, that's Bay.
with our special guest
Yanni.
And Isis.
from
Yanni and Isis.
Make sure y'all follow them, subscribe to their YouTube. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe. We love y'all. And we
Living
out
your truth.
to this day.
Let me pour some. Hold on.
Alright, I'll let you pour.
I want you to always be my girl.
This is to this day. Would you be oblivious to your girl, your daughter getting married to me?
Man, we don't go.
That's on y'all. Y'all happy with one another? I can't stop that. That's what y'all want to do.
Once a day treatment.
I can't stop that. If you love her and she love you,
but with one small pill, Biktarvy fights HIV
do what y'all need to do
and stay undetectable.
One day, not no time soon.
Do that. That's what y'all want
Would
to do.
you come?
People who take HIV treatment every day.
Yeah, I would.
Would you be up there?
Can no longer
Up there like, that's my daughter.
Oh, that's my daughter. No matter what, that's my daughter.
Can I get a handshake on that?
A handshake?
You love me, don't you?
Yeah.
I love you too. We here to this day.
I mean,
That's
daughter.
my baby.
She get on my nerves, but she know that's my baby.
I know it's a long time coming because she already told me that she was like, nah, I ain't with none of this. Like, I ain't with it.
But if that's what it takes for her to be happy, I gotta be with it.
You have to.
Times, people are in need of extra.
I'm
But it doesn't take away from y'all having grandkids. I can't even tell you that the other day I
She's not
text.
gonna have no grandkids.
Who ain't having grandkids?
Then she's not doing it.
Whether it's me carrying or her carrying, y'all gonna have grandkids. I can show you text messages where I just vented to your wife. Well, I didn't want her to know, nobody to know nothing. That y'all gonna have grandkids.